Hi, I'm Jess.
I'm Kelly.
And together we're Jess and Kelly Go.
We give you travel tips and ideas.
If you're new to our channel, make sure you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell.
We recently got back from Universal Studios in Orlando, and we are going to tell you in this video all of the mistakes that we made there so you don't have to.
So, mistake number 1.
Da, 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 da.
This caricature we got at Universal Studios looks nothing like us. They are way sexier than we are.
Yeah, just kidding. We love it.
Okay, real mistake number 1. Not getting the express pass. Now, initially, when we first got our tickets, we thought that the lines would be okay since it's the pandemic. We thought that the park would be perhaps at 50% capacity, but we were proven wrong. It was extremely crowded there, and we had to wait in long lines. I would say the average time was between 60 minutes to 90 minutes for most rides.
We got the 2-day ticket with no park hopper.
First day, we decided to go to the Islands of Adventure side. When we were there, it was extremely packed.
Only got on maybe 3 rides that day because we started the day by going on the Incredible Hulk roller coaster, and we were in line for probably 2 hours for that. So we thought for the second day, we should get the express pass, which is a great idea, but we didn't end up doing it. I would say getting the express pass is definitely worth it if you want to go on a lot of rides. This is gonna save you so much time during the day. But if you want to save money, make sure to look at the calendar of the Express Pass before you buy it, because depending on the date and depending on how busy the park is expected to be, the price could fluctuate from $59.99 all the way, who knows how high. When we went, it was $300. Mistake number 2 was not staying at one of the hotels on the resort. There are a total of 7 resort hotels on the Universal property. We stayed at a hotel off of the property about a mile away. These hotels are a lot more expensive, don't get us wrong. That's why we decided to stay at a cheaper place off of the property. But what we quickly realized, and this is a little bit related to the last mistake, is a few of these hotels, I think the Hard Rock and the Loews Portofino Bay, they give you an express pass just for staying at the hotel. You don't have to buy one. They're walking distance from the parks. So walk about 5-10 minutes right into the entrance, and they also have a water taxi service that is still running during COVID-19. The hotel that we stayed at, they are not running their shuttle service. So this mistake might be specific to COVID times, to 2021, but we feel like it would have been worth the cost of staying at one of these more expensive hotels on the property, because how much did we spend on Uber?
Oh goodness, way too much. Probably at a minimum $200 total.
Yeah, $200, $225 just on Ubers. The prices of Uber are jacked way up in Orlando right now, probably because there aren't as many public transportation options, or because people are scared to take public transportation.
So on our second day, we decided, hey, let's just walk on over.
It was a 30-minute walk, so we kind of chose the 30-minute walk over the 5-minute Uber drive that cost $25.
Yeah, ridiculous. Moving on to mistake number 3, not making reservations at restaurants.
We waited in line to talk to the host, and the host was like, oh, you don't have a reservation. You can't come back until 10 o'clock at night.
We still put in our reservation, but if we had done that in advance, we probably could have just gone in and sat right down. You want to be able to save time when you're there so that you can see everything you want to see, be able to do everything that you want to do. So don't forget about making reservations. It'll save you a lot of headache later.
Mistake number 4. Okay, so technically this isn't a mistake that we made, but we saw it all over the park. And that was just not coming prepared. Make sure that you bring sunscreen. It is hot. There is not a lot of coverage, especially sometimes when you're waiting in those lines, the sun is beating down on you.
We did see a lot of people walking around in flip-flops and sandals. At the end of the day, your feet are going to feel like death.
If you want to go on a ride or a roller coaster, your shoes are gonna fall off. You want your shoes to be secured to your feet if you're on a roller coaster.
Make sure you drink enough water throughout the day.
Yes.
And that's a huge one, any sort of outdoors activity you do, because the moment you get dehydrated, you're gonna feel that sun headache. The park did a great job of making sure there were plenty of restrooms around.
Mistake number 5. The final mistake that we made, at least this is how we feel, was going during the pandemic at all, in combination going during spring break. You have to wear a mask the entire time that you are in the resort, and we did see staff enforcing this all day. I would say Universal Orlando is doing a pretty good job of trying to keep people safe. They've got little lines that you stand on while you're in line. Lines to stand on while you're in line.
Like blue markers.
Markers, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Markers to stand on to stay 6 feet apart from the people in line ahead of you. And they do have people coming around telling you to put on your mask, or if you're eating, to stand to the side when you take your mask off so you're not up in people's business. That being said, there were just too many people for them to be able to really enforce that with everyone, and it was a little bit uncomfortable. If you're not comfortable with crowds right now, don't go. Just wait until it's over. If you are comfortable with that, make sure you wear your mask all day. It's private property, so even though you're outside, you have to wear it.
We were there for a solid 12 hours.
Yeah.
That's a long time to be wearing your mask.
Like, whether you like wearing a mask or not, might feel uncomfortable. I would save this trip for post-pandemic to enjoy it the most. But hey, if you're someone who is a diehard Universal Studios fan and you're like, I have to do it, you know, we're not here to tell you how to be a responsible adult. Do what feels best for you, but just know there's a lot of people and you can't take your mask off.
I did love getting on all the thrill rides and seeing all the wonderful magic that Universal Studios has to offer, but it just wasn't the most ideal time.
Yeah, it's honestly worth waiting it out.
Well, that brings us to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button, leave comments below. Are you planning on going to Universal Studios this year?
Until next time, bye!